Hello, Matty coming at you with another Final Fantasy episode. Welcome to episode 9 today of our Let's Play Dungeon series. And today I've got some little helpers coming from the Free Company, so people will possibly recognise Swig from a couple of episodes ago. Swiggin is going to be coming as a tank paladin. Then we've got Sam Night Eye, who's going as a summoner, that's my daughter. And then we've got Athid Connington, who is going as a white mage. And Saren Night Eye is actually sat here with me. Do you want to say hello, Saren?
Hi.
So Saren mainly heals, don't you?
Yeah.
You mostly heal, but she wanted to come as a summoner this time. So
I haven't summoned in ages.
No, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been quite a while. I was supposed to be reading that description out, but I kind of got sidetracked there, so I'm just going to let other people read it themselves now.
Yeah.
There you go, just read away. There we go. And this will be an Instapop dungeon because we have got a full party this time, so cut us cry. Here we go, Dungeon 9, off we go. Right, so for this episode I'm going as a Dragoon, which uses a lance and spear. So a Dragoon is a melee DPS, so it's again required positionals, but not at this level of the game. I don't actually have any positionals at this point, but enemies die nice and quick with me, Dragoon, and Saren as a summoner, because the summoner is really good at AoE. It is extremely powerful summoner, especially later on in the game, because some of them manage to have pets. So what pet have you actually got out at the moment, Jazz? I can't remember what you have at this point.
The blue carbuncle is enemy.
Right, is that what you've got?
Yeah. The orange one is completely useless.
Yeah.
And the red one does bosses. And
Single target. Yeah. So at this point you can't upgrade them to Ifrit and Garuda then, respectively. Right. Right, and then later on in the game, I think, is it when you hit about 60 you start getting Bahamut? I can't remember what level it is.
And then you get Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. So yeah, the summoner is a really good job. Like later on in the game, it's extremely flashy later on in the game, so you get like kind of to summon Bahamut, who's anyone who may not be familiar with Final Fantasy. Bahamut is the big dragon who's synonymous with Final Fantasy games. I think he made his debut back in Final Fantasy 2 or 3, I think, and then it's been in pretty much every single game since, some kind of variation of him. And Bahamut in the Final Fantasy 14 story is quite integral into the story. I won't do any spoilers for anyone who may not be aware, but yeah, he's integral to the story. But yeah, we're just going into these chambers and just clearing out these enemies. Swiggin was just asking me to post the macro, despite the fact that all four of us in this dungeon know each other, just in case none of us wanted to appear in a YouTube video. Sam, did you want to appear in a YouTube video?
I'm here.
Alright, okay. You didn't really get much of a choice in that one, did you?
No.
No. So just clearing out this room again. And with this being a full Free Company dungeon, not gonna lie, we didn't take it too seriously, to be honest. And there's an ongoing joke in the Final Fantasy community that Dragoon should always be dead. I'm not sure where that actually came from. It's years and years old. I mean, you're talking from when the game very first came out, back in 2013. Excuse me, sorry, back in 2013. That Dragoons are always dead. I think partly because they have jump animations, and when they do a jump animation, you get locked into it, and they would jump into like kind of AoEs and then end up dying. And I think it just became a bit of a meme that Dragoons are always dead. and it's just an ongoing joke that has always
But
been.
there's like black mages are supposed to be like staying still.
Yeah, black mages that just refuse to move, because black mages, which is a job I haven't done yet in this series, but I will get into later on. Black mages are quite difficult to move with because they have such long cast times, so you do tend to just stand still. And there are other videos on YouTube. There's Larry Zor, who has the healer. Why didn't you adjust with the black mage? Because black mages just refuse to move. Apologies if there was a bit of a noise then on the microphone. I just knocked the microphone by mistake. But yeah, we're just killing these mobs just quickly just before we go into the first boss. And Swiggin, I think intentionally, this dungeon started going up into side rooms and other things like that. I was trying to kill myself then, I'm not going to lie. I was stood in that AoE intentionally to try and die, but we killed it too quick. But here we have the first boss. So, anyone who may be unfamiliar with this first boss, this got a bit of a unique mechanic in the sense that the healer kites the ads around the outside of the arena. So if any ads get close to the boss, it'll start healing him. But to be honest, me and Simon were just too quick. We killed him too quick. I'm not even sure if ads even spawned this boss or not. I didn't actually notice. I was that focused on trying to do mine.
But we killed it too quick. It didn't do anything.
Ah, right,
It popped up the prison.
No, there you go then. So that explains that one. But not a bad dungeon, this one. I personally don't mind Cutter's Cry. It's not too bad. Do you like this one, Simon, or not really?
Oh,
Not really.
too young a level.
Too low a level. Yeah. This is Simon said that she wanted to join me for some videos, but refused to join for the earlier ones because of the lack of skill. She was like, "No, I'm not doing them. I'm not going to go out of my way to intentionally do low down dungeons." She said, "I'll join you for the high level dungeons." Oh, okay then. But Simon is a really good healer. She's an excellent healer. And you're not a bad little tank either, are you?
No, I've only got one tank.
Is that Gunbreaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 80.
Yeah.
But I love healing.
Yeah. So how many healers have you got at 80? Is it all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the new one.
Well, yeah, the new one's not out yet. Yeah, that doesn't come out yet. That's Endwalker, which comes out in November. So if you did have that at 80, I would be surprised. And a lot of people would be wondering how the hell you managed to do that. So we're just going through this second room, just killing these mobs. Again, just spamming them down. They're just dying so quick. Dragoon and a Summoner make actually quite a good team. Actually, I mean, I've only got this one AoE move, which is Doom Spike, so I'm literally just spamming that pretty much solely. And then just kill this, and then we go through the Shifting Sands into the second room.
I jumped ahead too early. I just sat there.
Oh, I wondered why these were dying a bit slower.
Yeah.
That would explain it. Did you not realise that Cactuar was there?
No.
Oh. And here we go, so pretty much a copy and paste from that first room, so just run around and just kill all these enemies as quick as possible before we go through into the second boss. And here we go, coming into the second boss, which is a giant worm. Kind of makes me think of the graboids from Tremors. I actually watched Tremors a couple of nights ago with my wife. She'd never seen it before, and she thought it was a film about earthquakes. Which, to be fair, I'll actually give you that one, because it does sound like an earthquake film. But no, it's a film about giant man-eating worms. So, I mean, it's so cheesy looking back at it now, but it is like a 30-year-old film. But yeah, anyway, this boss, Swiggin at this point is intentionally trolling me. Knowing that I have positionals, he is spinning the boss around as much as humanly possible, just so I can't do my positionals, which wasn't nice.
I wondered what he was doing.
Yeah, that would be Swiggin trying to intentionally sabotage the YouTube videos. And look at him, standing there at the side so he keeps turning. There's me trying to attack it from the back and Swiggin just moving around so the boss moves. It's not nice. Bad Swiggin. So when he goes underground, you just have to run to the edges just to avoid him coming back up again. And then it's just nuke him down this final time and then we are done. And there we go. Nice and easy. So I go through the shifting sands and then we go into the third area just before we go up to the third boss. And Swiggin goes off here and starts pulling random enemies down random sides of the room. Again, just to sabotage the video. Don't know what he's doing, honestly. So here we go, the final boss of the dungeon, so the Chimera. So one of the first bosses of this series so far that has actual mechanics that you need to pay attention to. So the Chimera's eyes will glow 2 different colours. They will glow either blue or violet. So if his eyes glow blue, he will cast a great big ice puddle all around himself and you have to run away from him. If his eyes glow violet, like they are now, he will do a great big room-wide AoE, lightning AoE, and the only safe spot is standing right next to him. And then he also spawns orbs that chases people around the room, and if you get hit by them, they do a massive amount of damage.
If you're a caster, it's a real pain.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. Yeah, as a caster, this one can be difficult. And this is one of the bosses that first kind of trips people up for first times. I think this is a bit of a step up in difficulty. It's the first boss really that you have to actually focus on the mechanics and focus on what he's actually doing and make sure that you're actually watching the notifications that come up on screen. So the ram's eyes now turned blue. I ran in and then got hit by the eyes, and it's such a big move as well, and it's put a debuff on me as well. I mean, both me and you got hit by that, Saren, and it's a big damage and a debuff as well on top of that. So making XIV work for his healing money. And he's proper picking on me. He's targeted me again for this orb.
I got one.
Did you get one as well, did you?
Yeah.
And I got hit there because my pad died. And I was not best pleased. I was like, for crying out loud. Of course my pad would die in the middle of a dungeon. So I'm just frantically trying to scramble around, trying to get the wire into the pad now to try and get it turned on. And then Barty died. I don't know what Barty is. I was just in a big old flap then. Well, there we go. It didn't matter too much, and we're just going to finish the boss off now. So I'll limit break him, take him down to 8%. His eyes turn violet, so run inside. And there we go. Nice and easy. So there's another dungeon done again. So we're cracking through this series quite nicely now, and the dungeons are getting better as we go. We're getting more skills as we go along now, so they are getting a bit more interesting. But thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you to Swiggin and XIV for coming along and helping. Thank you, Saren, also for coming along and helping.
I'm here.
You are there, I know. And do you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Right, thank you everybody. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and I will see you in a couple of days for the next episode. Goodbye.